Hello, this is James Arthur Ray, the author of the New York Times bestseller Harmonic Wealth, as well as my latest book, Life Unleashed: How to Live Life on Your Own Terms, Harness Your Unique Genius, and Have Maximum Impact on the World. Now, here we are in our sixth and final edition of our series on the 6 factors of superhuman success. What it takes to reach a level of ultimate human performance. I hope you've watched the series. I hope you've applied the series. More importantly, I hope you've applied the series. If you haven't watched it, go back and catch up because they all unfold in succession. In fact, even if you have watched them, go back and watch them again because repetition is the second law of learning and transformation. It's how you learn to tie your shoes. It's how you learn to brush your teeth. It's how you learn to drive a car. It's how you learn to ride a bike. Repetition is how you become masterful. It's how you change your mind. It's how you change your world. And so just a quick recap of where we've come. First, we talked about talent, your innate ability. We talked about beginning at the beginning, your unique gifts that God has given you, and how you're going to bring your unique gifts and your greatness to the world. Secondly, we talked about work ethic, the ability and the willingness to work hard. And yet what we also recognize is that it will be hardly work because you're doing what you love. You always love doing what you're good at and what your gifts are when you're working on your gifts. You with me? And so work ethic. Everyone who's reached the pinnacle of their potential works hard. They work long, they come early, they stay late. Third, we talked about an obsession. Your magnificent obsession, I like to call it. Your one thing. How many horses can you ride successfully at any one time? One. You've got to find your horse and you've got to ride it with all that you've got. The fourth thing we talked about is time. We talked about one of the 7 laws of the universe, the law of gender, and how that tells us that everything has an incubation or a gestation period. How much time will it take to bring your innate abilities, your unique gifts into the world? I don't know. But what we do know is that when you're going after big goals, it's going to take longer, and therefore you have to persevere. The next thing we talked about was timing. Timing is bringing things to the market in the right time. You with me? It's using the Wayne Gretzky metaphor, skating to where the puck is going versus where the puck is. And we talked about that last time. Timing is everything. And so you have to be willing to work hard, to stay at it, to be obsessed with it, to have no exit strategy, to invest 10 years in obscurity for that lifetime legacy, because when the timing hits, you're going to be there and you're going to lead the field. Finally, community. Let's go to the work of Keith Sawyer, a psychologist from Washington University, who has done research on the impacts of your community, and basically tells us that your community, the people you surround yourself with, are going to either make you or break you by and large. You know, who is in your network? Network is not a social circle. Your network is a group of similarly minded people, people with common objectives, people with common intentions, who are going after their own ultimate human performance, who are committed to their greatness, who are moving in the same direction. It's not socializing. In fact, what research proves to us is those who reach greatness in their life and bring contributions to the world don't really socialize very much. They network. Big difference. Networking is interacting with like-minded individuals on a common mission and a common purpose for expansion and growth. Your community. You need to take an inventory of the people you surround yourself with, because by and large, and you maybe heard this before, but you will become 1 year from today, 2 years from today, 5 years from today, you will be the amalgamation primarily of just a very few things. The books you read, the events you attend that stretch your mind and help you grow, the videos that you watch like this one and others, and the people that you spend your time with. You know, it's just a fact. that ultimate performers hang out with ultimate performers. People who are moving in a common direction hang out with people who are moving in a common direction for obvious reasons. They go to the same clubs, they attend the same events, they go to the same churches, they work out at the same gyms. Why? Because of the law of attraction, because they're in resonance with each other. And so your community says a lot about who you are. One of the greatest decisions I made years and years ago that has served me very well is I made a decision that I was not going to spend high quantity time with people I did not admire and people I did not aspire to become in some way, shape, or fashion. It's made all the difference in my life. And so take a look at your community. Your community will either make you or break you. And this is, again, research from Washington University. It's been proven time and again. And, you know, you like me know. Look at your own life. You know this is true. You have evidence of this as well. So I hope this series has served you. I hope you've learned a lot. I hope you've expanded your mind. And most importantly, I hope you put it into practice. Until we speak again, as always, stay awake, love life, and be epic.